Hello. In this video, we're going to take a look at one of the newest features and most unique features of Bible Analyzer version 5. And that's a completely new type of Bible searching called Advanced Concept Filtering. Now, Bible software has been able to search the Bible since its conception. It could search for a word, either a single word or more than one word, or even substrings of a word, and find it in any verse that it may be in and do it very well. But Advanced Concept Filtering goes way beyond that. It does a searching that makes the old conventional or standard searching impossible. And let's take a look at it. Let's just see how it works in Bible Analyzer version 5. First, let's go up here and let's type a search word. Let's type in Peter. We want to do a search for Peter. And we'll see over here that we have Peter is in 156 verses. I'll just click this so you don't have to look at me anymore and you can concentrate on what's going on. But you'll see that there's a new button here called ACF, which stands for Advanced Concept Filtering. We click that button and this dialog pops up, and it has the entire search results list of all of our hits that we had when we searched for Peter. And as you can see here, it starts with Matthew and goes on, and we have all of them listed right here. Again, there's the 156 verses, and we have the word Peter in bold, so we can know that that's what we were looking for. Here on the right, we have topics. These topics have terms underneath which are used to filter this verse list of search hits. Say, for instance, we want to find every verse where Peter is mentioned with any city or town. We click this. Notice how it updated. Here's Peter and Capernaum, Peter and Nazareth, Peter and Jerusalem, Peter and Samaria, Peter and Joppa. These are all been filtered down instantly, down to 15 verses that show all the verses where Peter is associated with any type of a city or a town. Now notice how hard this would be a conventional search. You'd have to type in Peter or Capernaum or Jerusalem or Samaria, or Lydda, or Joppa, and actually there are 114 towns in this list, cities or towns. You'd have to do that you'd have to enter all 114 to be sure of finding them all. This concept filter found them instantly. We just uncheck it and it goes back to the way it was. Say, for instance, we want to find all the verses where Peter is mentioned with a woman. Here's Peter and wife. That's a term for a woman. Peter and the maids. Peter and maiden. Peter and Dorcas. Peter and Tabitha. Peter and Rhoda. Amazing. This instantly has been able to filter these verses down according to the criteria of whatever topics we search here. And even more than that, these can be chained together or nested together. We have already women there. Let's click another one. Let's try with faith. Nothing there. Let's try with Jesus. Here's one verse with Jesus and Peter and a woman, a reference to a woman, which is wife. So now you're beginning to see, and actually you can see, just how powerful this search feature is. It takes search results, or any Bible list, and turns them into a filtering tool, and this tool will extract and show all the verses that have, whatever criteria you have selected over here. So it's an amazing feature. But even more than that, we use search results here. We used a search results verse list. But here you have buttons where you can select either the Old Testament, the entire Bible, or the New Testament and load it. Here we've loaded the entire New Testament. We have terms here for suffering and affliction. I'll show you about the terms in a second. But notice, we want to show all the terms that have words that deal with suffering and affliction. There's troubled, weeping, suffer, grievous, torments, suffer, cry. See, these are all words that are in this topic. Now, for instance, we nested that with positive terms. We click it again, and here we have a list of verses which have a positive and a suffering term. Righteousness, which is positive. Faith, then suffer. Peace, cried. Woe, which is negative. Faith, which is positive. Clean, which is positive. Woe, which is negative. Notice how it done this. So quickly, it sorted through all of these verses, all the 7,957 verses of the New Testament and sorted them according to suffering, affliction, and also positive terms. We can uncheck the suffering and affliction, and we can go to negative terms. We click the negative terms, and it filters again. And of course, there's just and there's unjust. There's good and nothing. Nothing is negative. Not is negative. Undone is negative. Not is negative, but faith is positive. And you can see the potential of this. It has almost an endless potential. We have over 40-some topics already preconceived with really almost 2,000 terms under each one of these topics. But this is only part of the power. Another amazing thing about this is it's completely customizable. You want to know what terms are under a certain topic? You just right-click on it. Here was country. We right-click on country. Here are all the words that are under the term country. And that is, these are all the words that are used as a filtering criteria against whatever verse list you have over here. And even more than that, you can add your own terms. Just click this, and you can add a term there and save it. You save the term, or you can even edit an existing term. You click here, and you can edit that term. You can remove terms, you can add terms, and then when you're done, just save it. It will instantly update, and then those terms will be used as a filtering criteria for the list that you're searching. This is amazing. If you want to have a new list or a new topic, just enter a new topic name like one of these, save it, and then start adding your terms. And then you can completely customize and come up with something maybe better than anything that we have put together so far. But you can use any of these terms. You can nest them together. You can change them together. We even have concepts like will or why or where or when or time or versus that mean teach. Like on teach, these are the words communicateth, edification, edified, impart, instruct, learn, reveal. All those are words that have to do with teaching. But you can come up with your own terms and your own topics. And also, if you be going around in the Bible and you find a term there that you think would work good, you can right-click. If we put a new concept filter import, you can insert a word, pick your topic that's in the concept filter, just click the topic, click OK, and it will insert that word for you right out of the Bible. Also, if you want to put a certain chapter into the list, say for instance we're in Romans chapter 4, we'll go to concept filter import, let's put chapter 4, and there it is. There's chapter 4, and we can do our filtering against that. Here's words of faith and belief. Believeth, believeth, faith, believe, faith, believe. This is in Romans 4. We want to find words that have to do with Jesus. There's one verse. Words that have to do with life. There's quickeneth. Being alive, being, existing with life. So here is advanced concept filtering. As you can see, this is something that's new. This is something that you've not seen before, frankly. And the Lord's allowed us to come up with it with Bible Analyzer. And after the suggestion of another developer that gave us the idea, who's developing a Bible software for another language. But he gave us the idea for this, and we took it, and it's very, very powerful, as you can see. And it's all going to be in Bible Analyzer version 5. Thank you.